Happy Holi, everybody. How is everyone today? Enjoying the show so far? Alright, my name is Rishi, and guess where I'm studying right now? Where else? In medical school. So, I have a question for all of you guys. How many of you guys are like a doctor or in that medical field?
Lots of them.
So how many people have sons or daughters becoming a doctor? 3 people. So I don't know about you guys, but this is how it all started for me. The other day, I went to my friend Sagar's graduation party, and he is becoming a doctor. So the party was great, I enjoyed it and all, and little did I know what was coming next. So, the next morning my dad comes to my room, and he announced that he decided, he was like, Rishi beta, मैंने ये decide किया है कि तू doctor बनेगा. I was like, but why, Dad? I want to become a soccer player or a comedian or something else. मैंने बोला ना कि तू डॉक्टर बनेगा. But why, Dad? So he says, well, let me tell you this. You know Chawla uncle? उनका बेटा क्या बन रहा है? डॉक्टर. You know Pradeep uncle. What is his son becoming? A doctor. You know Gupta uncle. What is his son becoming? A doctor. So yeah. And then I tell my dad that, alright.
That's okay, done.
So what is his son becoming? A doctor. But Dad, what about my interest? मैंने decision ले लिया है. So I even went to the store and rented that movie 3 Idiots and showed it to him 3 times. And at the end he says, बेटा, ये तो movie ही है. तू तो क्या तेरा बाप भी डॉक्टर बनेगा. अब आप तो कुछ कर नहीं रहे, मुझे लगाया हुआ है मेडिकल करने. So my dad, like, you can't argue with Indian parents in general. It's just that you can never win, because whenever you ask them a question in a mean way or something, they'll always answer it with another question. And that other question is honestly like impossible to answer. So I never liked making my bed, and I still don't. So my dad, he comes to my room one morning. He's like, son, make a bed. I was like, Dad, I don't like making my bed. Son, make your bed now. So I'm like, Dad, what's the point of making my bed if it's gonna get messy again? Then why do you wipe your bottom every day? Okay, so one thing that unites us all as Indians, is being very smart about our savings in general. So, like, we do this by being sort of, cheap. But, so, for an example, I mean, my mom is cooking all the time, and we will never eat out unless we need napkins. And Subway and McDonald's. Like, those are like the best ones. Like, and we're never allowed to order Coke. I mean, the other day, we were at Subway, and I said to my dad, "Hey Dad, we're gonna go get a Coke for my sandwich." He's like, "What? No! Why are you gonna buy a Coke here when it's $2 and at home it's 20 cents? So I'm like, "But Dad, I need a sandwich and a Coke to match." So, eat the sandwich here, drink the Coke at home. So I said, "But Dad, the Coke's free in this deal that I have." "Oh, in that case, get one for me too." So, and then, it's not like we don't buy stuff, because we'll have like a $10,000 cherry wood dining table at home with McDonald's napkins sitting on it. So speaking of being cheap, I play the drums at school, so I asked my dad for a drum set. And so I came home and I was like, "Dad, can you get me a drum set?" He's like, "Okay, मैं research करूँगा और जब sale पे आएगा, we will buy it." Right? So the next day I come home from school and my dad comes up to me and he's like, "Rishi, तू अब गिटार बजाएगा?" And I said, "But Dad, I've been learning the drums for a long time. I'm good at it, so I need a drum set." So my dad says, "So you will learn the guitar too?" So I said, "But why, Dad? You know, drum player is always in the background anyway. Guitar player is always the person who's leading it, right?" I was like, "Yeah, but Dad, why do you suddenly want me to buy a guitar instead of a drum set?" "Because Costco में guitar sale पे है." So, alright, so going back to medical school, I got my grades for the first year. And so, they're not that good, frankly. So when my dad asked me, "Acha, Rishi, grade kaisa hai?" I said, hey Dad, do you know that huge Dr. Chabra uncle? His son got a D. So, "Acha, tera grade ka kya hua?" I was like, wait, Dad, do you know that huge businessman? Gupta uncle? His son got an F. And he was like, "Acha, tera grade ka kya hua?" I was like, Dad, you know that vice president of that company, Vijay uncle? His son got a D too. I was like, "Arey nailak, मैं तेरा grade पूछ रहा हूँ." Dad, Gupta, Vijay, Chabra, all their uncles, all their sons failed. What do you expect from me? So I guess my dad was a little embarrassed. So he said, "अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, अभी study hard करना और जब next quarter की grades आए, अगर fail हुआ, मुझे dad नहीं बुलाना, सुनो ना, मुझे dad नहीं बुलाना." So the next year grades came, and my dad came to my room, and he asked me, "Beta, grades कैसे आए?" I said, "क्या कहूँ जासवाल साहब, तुम्हारा बेटा फिर फेल हो गया है." So he got really mad. He said, "तू मेरा नाम पूरी सोसाइटी में बदनाम करेगा, निकल जाओ मेरे घर से." ये तो अच्छा हुआ कि घर मम्मी के नाम पे था, मैं निकल गया।